Yo, what's good? What's good? It's your boy Kelvin with Behind the Bench, man. Shout out to everyone out there, man. Hope y'all doing well. Shout out to all the new subscribers that done came through. Salute to y'all, man, and shout out to the other guys in the group. JB, Rashad, Kobe Bryant Film Room, Big Dog Talk Sports. Y'all check out their pages as we continue to grow and move forward and do our thing, man. All right, just make a quick video. I got a couple topics I want to hit on real quick. I'm trying to make this quick as possible. Um, First thing is the Lakers game with the Celtics. I know everyone's been talking about it all day today or yesterday, depending on when y'all watch this video. And, it was kind of a big shocker, the Lakers, they won the game. They upset the Celtics on their home floor. Um, with LeBron and AD sitting out. And so everybody's been talking about it, and, and that's all good. But I saw the video about Rashad. I heard his thoughts, and JB, I just want to give my quick thoughts on it. My quick thought is to make it blunt. I just thought it was a fluke game, pretty much, to sum it up. um, the Lakers shot 50 something percent, I think 52% from 3-point land. If anybody believes the Lakers going to continue shooting 50 something percent from 3-point land, they're a damn fool. Austin Reeves hit 7 threes. D'Lo, he hit 4 or 5 threes. Even Jared Vanderbilt hit a couple threes. I think, let me see, Hachimura. Let me look. D'Lo hit 4 out of 8. Hachimura 3 out of 6. Austin Reeves 7 out of 10. They shot 52.8%. That was the difference in the game. Yes, there are games where if your leaders, your top players are not there, the supporting cast, they can have games where they rally and band together and play better for one night. Hey, this is the NBA. Anybody can be anybody on any given night, and that's just the way I look at it. The Lakers, okay, I'm sure they rallied together and was like, hey, we gonna show them that we could play without AD or whatever, and they got hot from three, and the Celtics kind of took them for granted, and they won the game. Do I take much from it? No, I do not. Um, I understand some of the opinions of different YouTubers and stuff I've been watching, and they had their opinions on the game, and the guys in our group had their opinion. But I look at it as just a fluke, you know. Now, do the Lakers, when AD is there and LeBron is not there, do they play a little better as a team? Yes, because LeBron James is a liability at his age. He don't play any defense. And with AD there, with the supporting cast, do they play a little bit better? Yes, but by no means is this a good team. Um, the brother, I forgot the guy's name, the YouTuber, Angry Old Hoops. You know, I'm a big fan of his channel, and I enjoy his video breakdowns. But I heard some of his opinions on the Lakers, and I just have to respectfully disagree. Uh, the Lakers is not a team full of high end talent. I believe he said that, and I disagree. They played well. They shot well against the Celtics. They played a little bit better defense, and I get that. When LeBron's not there, I get that. But by no means is this a good team. Now, if AD and LeBron's not there, we got a 10-game sample size, and this group of players that say they won 8 out of 10 games, and you want to start saying, okay, maybe, this group of guys are good players, then, okay, I can understand that. But I'm sorry. These are not great players by any means. And again, I'm not taking up for LeBron or anything. I don't like the dude. I'm not even finna sugarcoat. I don't like him, and the Lakers are in the position they're in because of him. And I'm not screaming LeBron need help or nothing like that. LeBron is the reason why the team has lower tier role players, but by no means is Cam Reddish a great player. I know he didn't play last night, but he's not a very good player. By no means is Jared Vanderbilt a very good player. And this is no disrespect to those two gentlemen. They are in the NBA. And I understand it takes a lot of work to get to the NBA. But these guys are bottom tier NBA players. Jared Vanderbilt hit 2 threes. Jared Vanderbilt's not a good 3-point shooter. I was looking at his stats. I believe he averaged less than 1 3-point shot a game, or maybe 1 3-point shot a game. And I think his career 3-point percentage is like 28%. And he hit 2 out of 3 threes. By no means is he a great player. Torian Prince is average. Rui Hachimura is an average player. Now, if he has somebody smaller on him, he can bully them and make some shots, but by no means is Rui Hachimura some hell of a role player or anything like that. The supporting cast around Anthony Davis and LeBron James, the dudes are not that good, man. Now, yes, Austin Reeves can create his own shot, but he does a lot of damn flopping. And, he's a solid player, but coming from where he came from, I believe he was undrafted. I might be mistaken, but I believe he was undrafted and become a pretty good, solid player. That's really good. By no means is he a great player or even a high-end player. He's solid. He's okay. D'Lo. D'Lo's very streaky. D'Lo, here lately, he has been playing very well, and D'Lo's been an all-star in this league. And at times, he plays very, very well. In the last 10 games or so, he's been playing very, very well. But most time, D'Lo's very inconsistent, and he's very streaky. And by no means is D'Lo a great player. He can be good at times, at best. But the Lakers go as far as Anthony Davis can carry them. It's his health and he can carry them. He is the best player. He is the difference maker on both ends of the floor, and the talent around him. They're about a 500 team. That's what they are with AD on the floor. If this Lakers team that won last night, if they played that Celtics team 10 more times, the Celtics would probably beat them by 20 plus points 10 more times. It was a fluke. They got high from 3, and that's that. So let's get a little bit more sample size if LeBron and AD's not there, of them playing well together before we start saying that, this is some great talent. And this is no disrespect to Angry Old Hoops. I just disagree. I'm still a big fan of this channel. I just disagree with his assessment of the Lakers' talent. They're not a great, talented team. AD is the most talented player, and that's that. And we know what LeBron is. He's an old stat pad who plays no defense. But the rest of those guys, the majority of those guys, are not very good. Now, the Celtics, on the other hand, we have a large sample size of the core group of this Boston Celtics team. And the reason why they lost the game is because of the low IQ play. And we have a history of that. They shot 48 3-pointers last night, which is ridiculous. And that's dumb basketball. But see, we have a history of that, with their core players, with Tatum, Brown, Al Horford, and stuff like that. And then they have a coach who's an enabler of them doing dumb stuff and taking dumb shots. You see, Tatum and Brown and those guys, the dumb play with them, and this is the reason why I call them the dummy Celtics. And this ain't just something new. I've been saying this for the last 3 or 4 years. The genesis of their dumb, low IQ play started in that Game 7 in that 2018 Eastern Conference Finals against the Cavs when LeBron and them, when they played dumb and shot themselves out of the Eastern Conference Championship against the Cavs. And ever since then, they have played dumb basketball. Now, do they have talent? Yes, they have high end talent, but their problem is between their ears. The low IQ play. The smartest guy they got is Derek White. That's the reason why I say at the end of games and stuff in critical situations, and I said this about the Christmas game, Derek White needs to be their decision maker because Tatum and Brown, they have weaknesses. Both of them do not have left hand. Neither one of them can go left. They have very weak left hands. And B, at times they play dumb. They're very low IQ at times, which is very surprising because Jaylen Brown, away from basketball, is a very intelligent guy. But on the court, they play dumb. This is the reason why I've been calling them for years the dummy Celtics. And this, excuse me, this is what happened last night. They jacked up 48 threes, and they shot like 33%. And they bricked most of them. But see, we have a history of the Celtics doing that. They did that last year against the Miami Heat, an inferior team. They committed a lot of dumb turnovers. They played dumb, and they shot themselves out of a Eastern Conference Championship. That game 7 against an inferior Miami Heat team. And then they have a coach, Mazzulla, I believe was his name. After game 7, the media asked him, I'll never forget, are you okay with the shot selection and how the Celtics played or whatever? And he said, yeah, he cool with it. He live and die with the three. So he's an enabler of them playing stupid and dumb at times. So we don't know how far the Celtics are going to go. Before that, the year before that, Angry Old Hoop said, he's a Warriors guy. He's a Warriors fan. Cool. The Celtics played the Warriors in the finals. The Warriors were an inferior team. The Celtics were a more talented team. But Steve Kerr discovered a weakness in Tatum and Brown, which neither one of them was able to go left. And Steph Curry had an amazing game 4 in that finals. And Steve Kerr exposed their weakness, and then they start jacking up bad shots and playing dumb. And that's the reason why they lost the championship to the Warriors. An inferior team. And the Warriors were a smart team. And they beat them. That's how they lost to the Warriors. And then I just talked about the game 7 against the Cavs. Go look it up. See, we have a history of the Celtics playing dumb. The dummy Celtics is what I call them. So, yes, the Lakers last night, they did beat them. I know everybody's stressing the best team in the league or whatever, but we have a history of the Boston Celtics playing dumb at times, being a very low IQ basketball team. And that's what happened last night. They jacked up 48 threes, which is ridiculous. And they playing an inferior team without their 2 best players. They should have killed them. But they shot themselves out of a game. And that's what happened. So I don't put much stock in that game. It's just one game. It's a fluke game. The Lakers got hot. And that's that. The whole thing we're trying to show up LeBron or whatever. I'm not even going to get into that. I don't know. But that's pretty much how I feel about the game. I just have a different opinion. I don't think the Lakers are a highly talented team. They got hot from 3. They shot 50-some%. And the Celtics played dumb, and they won. And the Celtics took the Lakers lightly, and they won the game. It can happen. If the Lakers play like they normally play, and their history and their track record shows that they're in the bottom tier, bottom 5 in the league in three-point shooting, one of the worst three-point shooting teams in the league. If they would have shot around their average, they would have lost, even with the Celtics playing dumb. So they shot way above what they normally do. And Celtics played dumb and they won. That's that. So, you know. And then one last thing before I go. I know a lot of people, watched the video that I made about LeBron. LeBron being a coward, you know. Now, I'm not the one to be cussing a whole lot, and cussing all the time. And, here and there I might say a cuss word and I'm going to cut that way down too. But, you know, sometimes you just have to let things off your chest. And that's what I just had to do. This guy, LeBron James, I'm just tired of him, frustrated with the whole circus around this dude, 20 some years, and I'm just tired of it, man. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate the people that commented, and a lot of people agree with how I feel. And I seen there was some YouTubers in there that commented, salute to y'all, I'll take the bullet. I know a lot of YouTubers and stuff like that, they don't want to just go off like that because, you got LeBron fans that's going to attack them and try to take down their channel or whatever. So, I know I was speaking for them. And I was speaking for a lot of fans that's frustrated and feel the same way that I do, but I'm not the one to be cussing all the time. So if I offended anybody, I do apologize, but you know, I just had to say what I had to say, and that's that. You know, this dude LeBron, he's just, his way of thinking and his way of going about his business in the NBA, it's just totally opposite from how I grew up watching the game and even how I approach life. You know what I'm saying? Uh, Growing up with a father who taught me the value of hard work and not taking shortcuts. A guy like LeBron James and the way he approached the game of basketball and taking shortcuts. I'm never gonna be in alignment with that. And I know it's a lot of people that feel the exact same way that I do. And that's the reason why they agreed and it gave me a lot of positive feedback, even amidst all the cussing I was doing in the video, because they thinking and alignment is like mine. Especially if you're from the older generation and if you grew up with a father, or even with a mother that's a hardworking mother. Let's say your father wasn't there, you know, and you work with a hardworking mother who instilled values and hard work, and the mother or father, whoever your parents, went out every day and worked hard and didn't take shortcuts in life and took care of the family and stuff like that. A guy like LeBron James and the way he approached the NBA and the way it's infected the youth of America and how they think, it's just not going to be in alignment with you. It's going to disgust you the way it disgusts me. This dude undermining authority, disrespecting authority. That's how young people act in America right now. And a lot of them are LeBron fans. They go to school, they disrespect their teachers, they disrespect authority figures. When times get tough in life, they want to take shortcuts. They want to go rob, steal, kill, take shortcuts in life instead of grinding it out and working hard. You know, it's very much a generational gap, a generational difference. And I saw the video about a brother, Uncommon Sense, and he talked about, and salute to him, man, I'm a big fan of his channel. He talked about, the difference between Michael Jordan fans and LeBron James fans. And basically what he said, I 100% agree with him. And this is the problem we having, is it's a generational thing. The older generation, they grew up on not taking shortcuts, hard work, perseverance, going through the grind. And the young people, that they have the LeBron James mindset. They cool with taking shortcuts, teaming up, team hopping, and shortcutting in life. So it's gonna be a clash right there. You know what I'm saying? And that's the reason why a lot of, the older fans, and the younger fans, I'm speaking of NBA, there's a clash there. The younger fans gravitate to guys that disrespect the legends. We didn't grow up like that, man. You know what I'm saying? When we grew up, every player got their shine. It wasn't just about Michael Jordan. Even though Michael Jordan was the biggest star, and Magic and Bird and all the guys was the biggest star, everybody got shine. And when they spoke about the legends that came before, it wasn't no disrespect. We heard the stories about Bill Russell, Chamberlain, and stuff like that. We always revered them and honored them and respect what they did, and Jerry West. And then young people now, they all about, oh man, F them old cats and stuff like that. So it's gonna be a clash. And LeBron James is the face of this younger generation of disrespect, shortcuts, not wanting to work hard, shortcuts to success. It's not gonna be, we're not gonna be in alignment. It's gonna aggravate people like me and other people that was commenting on the video that agree with me. It's gonna aggravate us because our mindset is different. Our way of going about life is different. And we never gonna be in alignment with a guy like LeBron James. You got a guy like Draymond Green, this whole load management thing, man. Draymond Green sound like an idiot, man. He sound like a freaking idiot. How you gonna half go to work and then expect to get rewarded, man? Because of this, this new rule they got, the 65 game, which it should be 70. It should be 70 games. Like, how are you gonna miss days at work and then expect to be rewarded? If I go to a job and I'm working for a boss and I miss one day of work every week, let's say I miss every Monday and only work 4 days a week, then 6 months, a year down the line, how am I supposed to go in front of my boss and ask for a raise or a promotion or expect to be called the employee of the year, get rewarded at the end of the year? How does that even compute or make sense? These NBA dudes, they so out of touch with reality. It's crazy. Tyrese Halliburton. I like Tyrese Halliburton, but he out of his mind, bruh. In order to be rewarded at the end of the year, you're going to have to put in the work. You have to come to work. You expect to win MVP and All NBA and you only play 40 games a year? What? How does that even make sense? That don't even make no sense, man. Draymond Green, you talking about defensive player of the year. How are you supposed to reward you being defensive player of the year if you only play 45 games during the season and you load manage the rest? How do that even make sense, bro? You are so far out of touch. These dudes in the NBA are so far out of touch with reality, it's not even funny, bro. In order to get rewarded at the end of the year, you got to show up to work. Yeah, they didn't have that in the past because you know what? Those players in the past, in the 80s, 90s, 60s, and 50s, and stuff like that, they showed up to work. They didn't have to implement no 65-game rule because they knew Jordan and all these guys and Kobe and Bird and Magic and all the previous generations, they understood that the fans paid their bills. The fans is the reason why they have a league. So they understood, in order for me to get paid, I must please my customer. So they'll keep consuming my product that I'm trying to offer. So I must go to work at every day possible. They have a good understanding. So they didn't need no 65-game rule. You clowns today, y'all don't have a good understanding of that. You want to be able to play 50 games, get paid for 82 games, and then at the end of the year, get rewarded with All NBA and Defensive Player of the Year and MVPs. What? Nigga, that don't even make sense, bro. Like, what is wrong with y'all, man? What is wrong with y'all? These young dudes are so far out of touch, it's not even funny, man. It's crazy. And this is the reason why you have a clash between younger fans and older fans, because our way of life and the way we think, the way we look at life is just totally different. And until the young people understand that, not all, but a lot of young people, there's some young people that get it. So I don't want to just label all younger generation. I would say some, not all. Let me correct myself. The fans, that have that mindset, it's always going to be a clash, man. You know, Michael Jordan, he represented hard work and no shortcuts. That's the reason why he's revered and loved to this day. And for you younger fans that wasn't around, when Michael Jordan finally won that first championship in 1991, he was celebrated around America and around the world. Why? Because they understood, us as fans and other people, even casuals, we understood. We seen what Michael Jordan had to go through to win that first championship. We seen the journey and the struggle that he had to go through to finally win that first championship. So when he got to the mountaintop, he was celebrated. That's why we saw the full journey. Y'all younger fans, if y'all like history, go to a guy named Bruce Blitz Network. He got a lot of old Chicago Bulls games. Go to his channel and go watch some of the early Chicago Bulls games with Michael Jordan, when there's hardly anybody in the stands, them early days. When there's hardly nobody there, and Michael Jordan is playing hard with it, a half-empty stadium. Then you will understand and you appreciate the journey that Michael Jordan had to go through. He got a lot of games from the 80s he's breaking down. Great channel. Salute to him. Go back, study, watch Michael Jordan from the beginning. Where he came from. He just didn't show up and start winning championships. He started from the bottom, empty arenas, half-empty arenas, not a lot of people there. Losing in the playoffs. Losing to Detroit 3 years. Getting brutally beat up. And finally making it to the mountaintop. This is the reason why he is so loved and revered to this day. There was no shortcuts. Same thing with other legends. Bird, Magic, Kareem, all those other guys. Kobe. This is the reason why these guys are loved and revered to this day. There was no shortcuts. None. So this is the reason why there is such a clash between older fans and younger fans. Because y'all don't understand. All y'all know is shortcuts, super team, team hopping, no grind, and excuse making. Not all, but some of the young fans. And most of them are LeBron fans. I'm just keeping it a buck. That's the reason why the video that the brother made, Uncommon Sense, was so on point. It's true. It's a clash of generations. And people that support LeBron James and have his mindset, we just will never go see eye to eye. It's the reason why a lot of LeBron fans, I just stopped talking to them. We're not going to see the game the same. We're not going to look at it the same. Nothing. So there is nothing for us to discuss. Nothing. Because we're just going to clash and we're not going to see things eye to eye. So, anyway, man, I know this is a very lengthy video. I just need to say that, man. You know what I'm saying? But salute to everybody that commented on that video. I apologize if I offended anybody by cursing. I'm going to try to leave LeBron James alone as much as possible, man. I'm just, and that's that, man. But salute to y'all, man. Appreciate y'all checking this out. I'm sorry about the long video, man, but, just some things I had to get off my chest, man. But God bless y'all, man. I'm out. I'll catch y'all next time, man.